Hello, all. Well, today is another nice day out, and I don't know why this came into my mind. Oh, I think because me and my boss were talking. And is there, can you be friends with someone and have different political views and religious views? I believe 100% you can. There's two things I always say I don't talk about: religion and politics, because I think they always end in not so well, because most people have very, very strong feelings. And I know when it was Biden, well, actually Trump and Hillary, that there was people that had lifetime friendships that they ended over the election. Oh my gosh, my hair is sticking up. So, oh my gosh, this is like gross. But I don't feel the need to end a friendship over it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, their own beliefs. One thing I have a hard time with, I don't mind friends that don't believe that there is a God. And I've said this before, I don't know that it's a God, but it's a higher power. I believe there is a higher power. Whether it's a spiritual higher power or some other form. I believe there is. So, with that said, but I don't think I could date someone that doesn't believe in that. Just me. Because it's, and it's not like we're having kids and we're raising them. I don't think I could. I mean, believes in nothing. And I have a friend who does not, but yet will say, oh, say a prayer for me, or say a prayer for this. And I'm like, but you don't believe in that. Well, they do. Well, that's hypocritical in my opinion. And as far as politics, I never, ever, ever, sorry, never, ever, ever do I discuss who I voted for, how I'm going to vote, who I support. I believe it's a very personal, individual decision. One thing I will say is my ex, when we were together, used to complain all the time about this or that, the president or, governor, or and I'm like, you're not registered to vote. You have no right. He's like, my vote doesn't matter anyway. Well, no, you don't matter, and you don't know your vote doesn't matter. If you voted and you felt your vote didn't matter, different story. If you felt the person in there you didn't like what they were doing, but if you voted, you have every right to complain. Am I going to agree or disagree with you? Nope. Because I don't talk about it. I'll listen to you. I don't know why I yawn every time I talk to you guys, because I haven't yawned all day. So, maybe it's the oxygen when I'm talking so much going to my brain. I don't know. But, oh my God. I'm getting mascara coming off. I didn't put mascara on this morning. Washed my face good. I don't know. But I really believe that it's very personal, individual, and it has ruined relationships, friendships, even torn families apart. And because they have two different views. I don't think it's worth it, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. And if you can have an adult conversation about religion and what you believe or don't believe and say, okay, that's good, that's what you believe, but I don't believe that, but good. If you can explain to someone wants to explain to me how they've come to the decision of why they do or don't like a certain politician. Oh my God, what the heck? Then I'll listen. Why they, believe or don't believe in a certain religion, or they were one religion, became another religion, and that's fine with me. That's really fine with me. But I don't know. I just don't, I'll listen, but I'm not going to, I feel, like I said, it's a personal, very personal decision. I do have a request. I'm getting very close to 500 subscribers. And if everybody can share this, recommend it. I don't know how you recommend. Sorry that I'm not well versed in that. I would like to get to 500. That would be very nice. So, and I'm getting very close. So if you can share, even if you want to share on your Facebook, I've done it many times, shared on my other Facebook that my family doesn't know about, and friends, because I've told no family or friends about this. It's my dirty little secret. If you can share, and like I said, even if you could share it on your social media, I'd very much appreciate it. I really would. I love the commenting. I love the feedback. I've gotten some constructive criticism, as I put it, and I'm open to it. And I enjoy it. Again, any topic that you would like to discuss, please feel free to do so, because I'm open to talking about just about anything. So I shared my views, which I normally do not, that on religion. I am not opposed to go to different churches, experiencing new religions. I feel like I will go to the Catholic Church and go to Mass here and there, but them saying to me that I am still married in the eyes of the church, like I said before, I don't think God would, we're all God's children, supposedly. I don't think God would turn any of his children away, no matter what they did. I don't even know if some people would say, would God create a murderer? We're all God's children. So maybe it was the way they were brought up, maybe something that got in their heads, something that they were brainwashed with. I watched that series, Act, or It's an Act, The Act, not really sure, where the mother has her pretend she's sick in a wheelchair and all this, and that's all this girl knows. And she has this guy, kill her mother. And I think her circumstances are the ones that, you know, forced her to in thinking this way, because that's all she knew. She was kind of brainwashed into this or brought up this way. And I don't know about the grandmother. They don't go into, I think, enough detail that I could make for my own opinion. So, but I think some people, like I said, their circumstances, or like they go into a gang because they feel that's all they have, and they feel they can make money. And oh my God, I watched a thing on gangs, and the way you get initiated in, they beat the shit out of you, like, oh my God, and they'll kill this person or do this or do that, rob a car. The thing that if that's not horrific enough, this one guy, him and his girlfriend joining, and she had to be jumped in, and she had to have sex with every one of these guys in this gang. And some of them were not nice about it. And I think once they get in, it's hard to get out. I think you basically have to just like pack up, move away, and cut off all ties and pretend like they don't even exist, like across the country, from one side of the country to the other. I don't get it. I know parents try not to get their kids involved in the gang, but their environment, their circumstances. So, does God forgive them? I think so. People say God forgives all. People that, and if you don't believe in it, that's fine. But I don't believe God would not accept someone who is gay, transgender, whatever sexual orientation you are, whatever kind of person you are, whether you're a scammer and that's how you lived your life. I think all is forgiven, and I don't know that you, like how they show, like, you know, an outline, like a silhouette, I guess, so much, or like a ghostly image of your body goes up to heaven. I think your soul goes to heaven, or heaven-like, or something. And I think all souls go to the same place. And hell, does it exist? I don't think so. Sorry. I don't think God would reject someone and send them to hell. Would someone choose to? Who knows? I don't know. But very short video, and I'm just curious if you could date someone that politically and religiously did not have the same beliefs you did, or maybe you could accept them religiously, how their beliefs, but not if they didn't believe at all that there was a God or higher being. And I think it goes like, could you date someone that smokes? Maybe I'm wrong, but I think, you know, it's along the same lines. Also, someone that, smokes pot here and there. Some people are like, no way. I could date someone that occasionally smokes pot. I think that goes hand in hand with someone that drinks. I could not date someone that constantly drinks and gets behind the wheel. I would have to say something because my son was hit head on by a drunk driver. He had some injuries. He was lucky. He was stuck on the railroad tracks, and thank God a train didn't come along. And what happened is she was in the southbound lane. No, I'm sorry. In the northbound lane going south. And the woman behind my son could not stop. So he was kind of, and his girlfriend at the time. So, yeah, I'm very much against people that, I see people have one drink over a period of like 4 hours. But if someone's sitting there having drink after drink and they're like, oh, come on, let's go. And they drove me there. Nope, sorry, not getting in the car with you. I'll drive, but no, I'm not getting in the car with you. And, I would have to say, because there was a guy that we were at dinner and it was like maybe an hour and a half. And he downed like 3 beers, maybe 4. And I was like, oh, no. I was done. Right then and there, I was done. And so that, and like I said, someone that on occasion they're home, they go in their backyard and they smoke a joint, fine. But someone that smokes on a daily basis, I know people that smoke, get in the car, same thing, smoke on it, like people smoke cigarettes. Nope. Can't smoke, cannot date a smoker. No. It's just who I am. And again, I don't know that I couldn't date someone that does not believe in a higher being. But, I mean, if they believe there's aliens up there and they're little cuckoo. I mean, hey, I'm not saying there isn't life, other form of life out there. But I was watching a Frasier episode where this guy is running for office, and you might know this if you've seen Frasier, running for office, and then he tells, and Frasier's like, oh, I shouldn't tell you, I haven't told anybody, and he said he was abducted by aliens. That, I don't think so, but again, you believe in it, yeah, but if you're talking to aliens and, I can't wrap my head around. Like I said, I think there's other forms of life out there on other planets. I should say, there could be. I'm not saying there is. I believe there could be, but I don't know. We go to the moon and they walk around. Have we seen anybody in a spacesuit or whatever here? I don't know. As I'm saying this, I don't know how I feel. I'm not like, I don't feel they would come down here and invade us. Just my opinion. Not saying right or wrong. But someone that's like, oh, okay, I'm transmitting my thoughts to the aliens, and that's to me is just out there. And yeah, I don't know that I could or couldn't. Could I date, and on the other hand, if someone's very religious, very much into their religion, going to church, and that's fine, and maybe they wouldn't want date me because I wasn't willing to. It would depend on what kind of a church it was and how religious they were, and everybody's entitled to be as religious or non-religious as they want to. No one has the right to tell anybody how religious or non-religious. But politics, no, I just don't get into them. And I will, if something is said by a politician, I did express some, like, oh, yeah, I thought that was really wrong, he said that. Or, I don't see anything wrong with that. I was like, listen, I will say to them, whether I do or don't back them, I will not tell you how I feel about them. But this, and it's been on both sides of the coin there. So, and my brother-in-law, like, you don't even give a hint of who you voted for or whatever. You talk like both sides. I was like, no, I don't talk about it. But you just saying that, yeah, I agree. But you saying that about that, I agree too. That was wrong. He's like, so you don't back either? I was like, I'm not saying that. I'm not going to discuss who I voted for, who I back. And once they get in office, I could change my mind about what they're doing. And listen, this is what I say. Politicians, I believe, most politicians have very good intentions and really want to do the things they're promising the people that they want to change, or that, but they're one person. They are one person, and they have to have the backing of so many people. And I think that's why there's so much corruption, because, just my opinion, I'm not saying it's how it is, because if you promise the people you are going to change A, B, and C to D, E, F, and the only way you could do it is backing another person's, backing another person's, something that you maybe not totally believe in, but it's better to get A, B, C changed to D, E, F and back that, because it's not really very terrible, or contribute to their campaign, and then people find out, oh, John Doe, contributed to Jane Smith's campaign, but yet, she believes this, he believes that. How could he do that? Well, he might have did that to try to help her get elected, because she said she would change A, B, C to D, E, F. So that's where I believe the corruption comes. Well, I shouldn't say corruption, but I gotta, do this in order to get this done. So I don't know if corruption is the right word. And politicians, it was not meant to be a career. It was meant for someone to go in, make changes, do their term, come out. So, but I'd love to hear your feedback. And again, if you can, share it, copy my link on your Facebook, if you're comfortable with that, your Instagram. I don't know if you can do it on Snapchat. I'm not really familiar with that. So if you can share it, that's like, in this, I wanted to get to 100. Now I want to get to 500. So that's what I want to do. So if you can share, if you can do that, I'd appreciate it. All right. Have a great Monday.